So, hi everyone. My name is Meng Yun Chen. I am team leader of our group. So let me introduce our group members. First one is Sri Hasni. Second is Rossini, and then Meng Yun and Depark. So our group numbers is Group A. So this presentation is for the global business environment evaluation and dynamics module. Our selected company is BYD. So let's start our presentation now.
Good afternoon. My name is Deepak Kumar. I'm going to explain about BYD in the UK, internationalization strategy and risk management. The module is the global business environment, evolution and dynamics. My teammates are Rihasni Noor Hidayah Riki, Amala Rosini Thanks, Mengyun Chen, and Deepak Kumar Sunkari. It's of me. Next slide, please. Here comes the content. Introduction, internationalize, benefits, challenges, mitigation strategy, and conclusion. My part is introduction part. Next slide, please. Here comes introduction. BYD is found in November 1994 in China. BYD, which stands for Build Your Dream, is a high-tech multinational company. BYD is a leading emerging multinational economy, a Chinese multinational enterprise expanding globally. Here is the outlook of the headquarters of BYD in China. Yeah. Next slide, please. Coming to the history of BYD, basically BYD is established in 1994. In this initial phase, BYD operates as electric battery manufacturer. Later in 2000 and 2002, it cooperated with Motorola and Nokia as the main supplier for lithium-ion batteries. And by coming to the year of 2009, significant push into electric bus, BYD launched the first electric bus for zero green emission. By this, it gains the international access. In 2015, wins a 600 million bus contract in the UK to produce electrical buses throughout the UK. Now in 2020 year, a global EV leadership competing with global manufacturers as BYD entered into the global business by expanding its global businesses and selling its products, goods wherever around the globe. This is the historic model of BYD. Next slide, please. Here comes the BYD market. According to the globalization, the main market of BYD is in China, where it has a full potential operating system in China. And while coming to the international market, means main overseas market, its first international market is in Brazil. Here in January 2025, BYD sales in European countries such as UK, Spain, and Portugal saw significant year-on-year growth, increasing by 551%, 734%, and 207%, respectively, surpassing Tesla sales in these countries as emerging a global EV manufacturer and EV producer in the global market, as well as UK and European Union as well. Here is the market view of the BYD in the globalization. Yeah, next slide, please. This
Hello.
will explain by my teammate Rosini. Yeah, continue.
Hello everyone, I am Amala Roshni Tainas. I am going to present BYD strategy to the internationalize. It's coming to Uppsala model and network theory. The Uppsala model explains internationalization as a gradual process where BYD expands into foreign markets, step by step increasing its commitment over time. Network theory suggests that firms expands the internationally by leveraging relationship with suppliers, distributors, and governments and strategic partners. Instead of this, on internal resources, companies use network to gain market access that reduces risk and accelerate growth. And next slide. is Uppsala model. In Uppsala model, we have like exporting, establishing local sales network, foreign direct investment, FDI. That exporting, a BYD initially adopted an export strategy, selling electric buses and passengers vehicles to Europe, Latin America, and Southeast Asia. And establishing the local sales network, that is BYD set up sales offices and partnered with local dealers in key markets. Example, in Europe, BYD collaborated with distributors in the UK, Germany, and Spain to expand its sales network. After gaining the market experience, BYD began investing in local production facilities to optimize the supply chains and reduce the costs. And next slide. The network theory, BYD collaborated with a rental company Uber and Grab. The partnership of BYD and Uber in Europe, Latin America, and Southeast Asia is expected to offer drivers access to best in class pricing and financing of BYD vehicles on the Uber and Grab platform, aiming to increase the availability of green vehicles in the region. And next slide. This part is handled by the Rihasni. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the opportunities. So my name is Shahasni Ricky, and I'm going to present how globalization benefited BYD. So we conclude that the first benefit is diversification. As we can see here, BYD has the opportunity to establish of their industrial park worldwide. And from the picture, we can see that BYD has set up over 30 industrial parks or some kind of factory in more than 400 cities and more than 70 countries and 6 continents. This global presence allows BYD to be closer to the key market, like the suppliers and the customers. It is also we conclude that mitigates risk if one of their industrial park in one region is slow market, the other region could cover up and balance their losses. The second is cost reduction and efficiency. Manufacturing in a various region helps BYD to reduce their transportation costs, tariffs, and delivering times. So they don't need to export or import the part of the manufacturing car from China. They just build it in every industrial park in every region. And BYD is also can look for their raw material source locally, and it is also often more offer the competitive price. And lastly, the efficiency. We conclude that each of industrial park have specialized in each certain products, such for example, in this region they product batteries, and that region they product cars or buses. So being diversified geographically support BYD's ability to innovate by excel into different regional technologies resources. Next slide, please. The second benefit we consider is the brand recognition and market dominance. We conclude BYD as a global sales leadership. As we can see here from the graph we took from StudyStar, there is a best-selling plug-in electric vehicle models worldwide in 2024. As we can see from the graph, BYD has a strong position among the top of EV brand globally. And note that the globalization have elevated BYD brand presence in multiple regions, which is boosting the sales. And we can see BYD has 7 out of 10 of their cars to be dominant in the EV market. So we consider the benefit of globalization is making BYD in the dominant player in this market. Next slide, please. The third part of benefit is obviously increasing in revenue and market share. So as we can see here, the first graph, we can see the revenue growth over the time, supported by the previous graph I mentioned. it will absolutely boost the BYD sales and revenue to be the dominant player in the EV market. And the second graph is the revenue distribution of BYD by location of customers. We can see that the market share of BYD has increased gradually. Well, from initially, it entirely depends on China market, which is locally, and now we can see the overseas market is taking part to be increased. That leads, it is the benefit from globalization to make a significant increase to BYD that expand their market overseas. I think that's all from the benefit of globalization. Next part will be handled by my colleagues, which is Mung Yun Chen. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mo Yun Chen. Thanks for the sharing from Rohasni. So I'm going to share some challenges that BYD company is facing now and in the past. So let's look at here. According to our research, we found that BYD is facing two challenges. One is the increasing in tariffs, and the another one is the lack of the charging stations. So let's focus on the first one, tariffs. The EU organization proposed the tariffs on Chinese EV aims to protect European manufacturers from unfair competitions. So we can see from this data graph, China's EV exports are growing rapidly from 2020 to 2023. And then, for example, according to our research, we found that UK customers, when they purchase their EV, they can get their money off from government. So that's why the EU organization they adjust BYD tax to 17%. So this is what one of the challenges BYD company is facing now. And we can see second part is the numbers of the charging stations. So as we know, this company just entered the UK market, so they haven't have the enough charging points in the UK market. So this is what they are going to change in the future. So this slide is talking about what BYD they can do to deal with the challenges which we just mentioned. So actually they plan to do 2 points. First plan is build new factories in European and then second part is cooperate with the local companies which in European also. So this is a factory in Hungary. So we can see these factory photos from this country. And then BYD is expanding its manufacturing footprint in Europe. In addition to its existing factory in Hungary, the company is exploring the possibility of building the second plant in another European country. So this move would not only increase BYD production capacity but also create jobs and contribute to the local economy. And then here is the information about the company which BYD cooperate with. This company named Share. So BYD announced a cooperation with the Shell. This is a global energy company. The business involves oil, gas, and green energy. And they work together to develop a network of charging stations across Europe. This partnership aims to address one of the major barriers to EV adoption, the lack of charging stations. So in conclusion, BYD has expanded into global market through networking and their upseller model, successfully increasing its brand presence and revenue. Despite challenges such as the tethers and charging stations, BYD rapid growth in the European market demonstrates its strong potential in the future. So this is the reference of our presentation. So this is all our information about BYD company. Thank you for your hearing.